MovieWeb.com.
Skinwalkers.
How much input into the actual storyline did you have on this film?
Oh, I had my input because I was a producer, but fortunately, the script that I read 4 years ago is very close to what ended up being the final shooting script. We played with things. Everybody has their ideas, and being a producer of the film, I had my ideas, but it was pretty much on the page what it was. Some locations changed. You know, at the end of the film, the original ending was a smaller location, smaller in scope than it is now, but still basically the same story. So for me, it was more about the story, and that remained intact from a script I'd read over 4 years ago, and that I tried to get a hold of to produce, and got away from me. Somebody else had optioned it, and then maybe a year and a half later, I got a call from Jim Isaac and Dennis Berardi through my head of production, Brian Gilbert, who's one of the executive producers on this, that they wanted, and Dennis Berardi had worked with me on Wrong Turn, which is a movie I'd produced in Canada a year earlier, and said they had this script, would I read it and consider producing with them, that Jim was going to direct. And they sent the script, and it was Skinwalkers. It was this movie, this script that I had read a year and a half earlier, that I wanted to get and produce, that got away from me, and it found its way back. So it was karma. And I'd been looking for the right werewolf script for years. I'm a huge Skinwalker werewolf fan. Skinwalkers is the Native American lore of what the beast within, the wolf within us is. So the real Native American lore of what werewolves are Skinwalkers. That's what Skinwalkers are. And since I was a fan of Lon Chaney's Wolfman and Henry Hull's The Werewolf of London, those were the movies, those were the characters that turned me on when I was a kid. One of the reasons I'm doing what I do today, this was the perfect vehicle for me to have a chance to bring werewolves to the screen that I wanted to bring to the screen. Things that had Stan Winston's signature on it. And what I'd seen recently, as far as people realizing werewolves had gone pretty much digital and taken it away from the actor. And I pretty much wanted to give it back to the actor, because I wanted to be turned on by an actor's performance, not by an effect. And I remember these movies, the original movies, that I was turned on and excited by Lon Chaney, by Henry Hull, by Charles Laughton playing the Hunchback of Notre Dame, by these great actors giving great performances. Spencer Tracy as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the beast within, but it was the performance of these wonderful actors. And that's what Skinwalkers is. Skinwalkers is a story about people. It's about families. It's about love. It's about conflict. It's about human beings who have a problem. And the beast within that we all have, they have in a little bigger way than we have, because their beast within is a skinwalker. They are living with the knowing that that beast is coming out and not being able to control it. We're lucky we get to control it. Skinwalkers can't control it. It comes out when it's going to come out. What I wanted to do with my hat in this movie was to make sure that the actors that we cast, who are terrific actors, had a chance to perform and create the character from start to finish. That it wasn't going to be, here's Jason Baird and he's the Skinwalker until now, and now we're going to animate it for the rest of the show, and it's no longer him. No, it's him. It's him from start to finish. It's Elias Cody's all through it. It's him from start to finish. We use makeup effects. We use digital effects. You just can't see it. You won't see it. You won't know what they are, and that's why they're wonderful. That's where the magic comes in. You will see werewolves, skinwalkers, that you haven't seen before. We've done stuff that couldn't have been done in the days of Lon Chaney and Henry Hull in the original classics, because we have new tools, we have new technology. But the key is not to let that technology be seen. And that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to bring us. These are, like it or not, if you don't like them, my fault. If you do like them, I will take credit. My studio, the guys in my studio who did all the artwork and created the look, created it based on the kind of werewolf that I wanted to see, which was the humanity, the human being, the actor. We cannot take it away. We cannot get so far away from the face that we lose the actor's performance. We have to find that fine line where it is beyond what you've seen before, but we still see the performance of the actor. We still see the character of the actor. And yet we see the art that we bring to it layered on top of it. And we see werewolves we haven't seen before in a good story. It's a good story about people. I'm very proud of it.